I sat with the best in the world. And I won.
One of the first lines that Mike says in the movie is,
Few players recall big pots they have won, strange as it seems, but every player can remember with remarkable accuracy the outstanding tough beats of his career.
what is it about poker that has drawn so many men and women into the game, which is a fairly new phenomenon?
2 words, Jeff. Intermittent reinforcement.
Okay. Ooh. Oh.
Intermittent reinforcement is the behavioral concept behind all of gambling. It is the idea that when you have a positive outcome, you have a dopamine surge in your brain, and that is very rewarding. What we found that's really interesting about humans is that if you get a consistent dopamine surge, like every time you play a hand of poker, you win, or every time you pull the lever on a slot machine, you win, that dopamine surge diminishes and it's less and less reinforcing.
Okay.
But if you intersperse that with the unpredictability of when you're going to win, that dopamine surge stays the same, sometimes is even magnified.
Wait. But are you saying there's a difference between slots and poker?
I'm not necessarily saying that there's a difference.
Okay.
Gambling in general. I lump gambling all together. Now, I know we are going to have
are you talking about
disagreement.
then a difference between like drugs and gambling because you expect the hit from drugs, but you don't know when the hit is coming with gambling? Is that the difference?
That is a difference for drugs or for other things.
Drugs, alcohol, coffee, probably.
Yeah, it's a little different. We're going to talk about behavioral things.
Okay.
So we know this from studies of rats, mice, and then also psychological studies of people, that if you do a task and you get that reward every single time, your pleasure diminishes over time.
Gotcha.
Again, if you only get that reinforcement every once in a while, that dopamine surge stays about the same. So we know this from people doing a repetitive task, and every time they I'm just going to make this up, hit a space bar, they get a cookie, hit a space bar, get a cookie. After a while, they're like, I don't really care about hitting the space bar. I'm always going to get a cookie. But if they get a cookie 1 out of every 10 times they hit the space bar and they don't know when that's going to happen, they continue to do the task.
That's so interesting.
And that's the principle. That's the basic psychological principle on which gambling preys.
So I buy all of that. I think that's great. Why then are certain people wired for it and some people aren't? For instance, I'm wired to really enjoy that dopamine hit. You are wired to every 9 times you're hitting the thing and not getting the reward, you are miserable. What's the difference? Is it just the way we're wired?
It's just
Is
the
it
way
experience?
Yeah,
Okay.
no, it's likely genetics. Yeah. I mean, you and I share half our genetic code from our parents. And all of these things we're talking about are very complicated. That's not just one gene that was different.
The other
It's
half we got
number
from
of
the
genes.
Columbia House mail-in.
For 1 penny, you get 10 genes.
you get 10 CDs.
So yeah, it's how you're genetically wired.
So you are predisposed to being the type of person who enjoys
Intermittent reinforcement.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a really important concept and something that you should remember.
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.